A message for my wife. My love, you are the most beautiful part of my life story. The golden chapter written in a trembling hand. The page I return to when the world feels heavy. The margin filled with quiet miracles and soft light. Before you, my days were scattered sentences, half-finished thoughts drifting without direction, a book left open in the wind, pages turning without meaning. Then you arrived, not like a storm that demands attention, but like dawn, slow and certain, spilling warmth into every forgotten corner. You did not rewrite me. You simply read me carefully, patiently. And in your eyes I discovered that even my rough drafts were worthy of love. My love, you are the melody beneath my words, the rhythm that steadies my uncertain heart. When I falter, you are the gentle pause that allows me to breathe again. When I soar, you are the sky that stretches wide enough to hold my dreams. You are the ink that does not fade, the binding that keeps my scattered pages together. In your laughter, I hear the promise of forever. In your silence, I find a home. I used to believe love was loud, a blazing fire, a dramatic confession, a grand gesture carved into stone. But you taught me something softer, something truer, that love is in the small things, the way your hand finds mine without looking, the way your voice softens when you say my name, the way you remember the little pieces of me I once thought were invisible. My love, you are the sunrise after long nights of doubt. You are the calm that follows my storms. You are the whisper that says, stay, believe, try again. There are moments when I watch you, lost in your thoughts, smiling at something only you can see, and I am struck by a quiet awe. How did I find someone whose heart speaks the same language as mine? How did I become so fortunate to walk beside a soul so luminous? You are not just beautiful in the way the world measures beauty. You are beautiful in the way you care, in the way you forgive, in the way you choose kindness, even when it would be easier not to. You are beautiful in your strength, the kind that bends but never breaks. Beautiful in your vulnerability, the courage to feel deeply in a world that often fears depth. Beautiful in your dreams, bright constellations I want to map and memorize. My love, you are the most beautiful part of my life's story, because you have given it meaning. You have turned ordinary days into treasured memories. A simple walk becomes an adventure. A quiet evening becomes a sanctuary. Even the mundane transforms into magic when it is shared with you. I cherish the way you listen, not just to my words, but to the spaces between them. You hear the tremor in my voice, the doubt I try to disguise, and you answer with reassurance, so gentle it feels like sunlight on water. If my life is a journey, you are the compass that guides me home. If my heart is a garden, you are the bloom that refuses to wilt. If my soul is a river, you are the shore that shapes its path without ever confining its flow. I promise to honor the love we share, to nurture it like a fragile flame, to protect it from careless winds. I promise to stand beside you when shadows stretch long and uncertain, to celebrate you when your victories arrive, and to hold you steady when the ground feels unkind. Because loving you is not a fleeting emotion. It is a decision I make each day, a vow written not in ink, but in action. My love, when I think of the future, I do not see grand monuments or distant horizons. I see your smile across a breakfast table. I see our hands entwined as years pass softly by. I see shared glances in crowded rooms, private jokes that only we understand. I see a life built not on perfection, but on partnership, on forgiveness offered freely, on patience practiced daily, on trust that grows deeper with time. You are the chapter I never want to end, the paragraph I read slowly, so I can savor every word. Even our disagreements become threads in a tapestry that tells the story of two imperfect hearts, choosing each other again and again. My love, you have taught me courage. The courage to be seen fully, to admit when I am wrong, to ask for comfort, to give it without hesitation. You have shown me that love is not about possession, but about presence, not about control, but about commitment. In your arms, I have found not just passion, but peace, a quiet certainty that no matter how the world shifts, we will find our balance together. There are nights when the stars feel close enough to touch, and I imagine each one holding a memory of us. Our first conversation, our first laughter, the first time I realized my heart had chosen you long before I understood it. My love, you are the most beautiful part of my life's story, because you make me want to write better pages. You inspire me to be kinder, to be braver, to be the version of myself that you already believe I am. You see potential where I see flaws. You see strength where I see weakness. You